Hello everyone, today KB Kune Physiology and More. Today is day 7 of increased jumping skills phase 2. You know what that means, don't you? It's time for a challenge. Let's give a little discussion, a little bit of recap on the week. I went over several things: power movements, some strength, direct speed training itself, and I covered or recapped on the point of maximizing, which I was able to delve into some of my own training itself and go a little past that. Meaning, like I said, when I do speed training, it's mainly maximizing after my training, because with me being a martial artist, that's one of the most key components. And let me explain a little bit more in detail about that. What I mean is, as a martial artist, we must always, even a smaller person like me, here's what I think about it, okay? A bigger person who's already probably strong and maybe somewhat powerful should be focusing mainly on speed, okay, for their training. A smaller person like me should be mainly focusing on strength and power, because normally we have less muscle to move. So in most situations, a smaller person is going to be faster. So therefore, I should be focusing more on speed and power, or excuse me, more on strength and power. Okay, but as far as a martial artist goes, whether you're a bigger or a smaller person, it is very, very crucial that after your training, especially when you're doing strength training, that you do speed type movements to help increase or activate your fast twitch muscle fibers, because strength training itself is going to actually focus more on bigger muscle fibers and has the potential to kind of steer away from your fast twitch. Not in every situation. It's just a good idea as a martial artist that anytime you do strength training or anything like that, it is honestly strongly recommended by me and I'm sure other martial artists, Bruce Lee himself, that you do speed training afterwards. Some will include it in their strength training, but then that takes away from your actual strength gains itself. Now, if you're a bigger person that is actually doing strength training and you're doing more, faster speed-based movements, okay, that's okay. But somebody smaller like me, especially when you're working towards that strength and power, those strength and power gains, you are definitely going to want to do some type of speed training after. So, just a quick example that I mentioned in other videos. Say, I'm doing some leg training in the morning, with weights, right? Right after that, I will do speed training with weights. So I'll do power clean and presses, which is, not with a lot of weight, but with some weight, but more to focus on the actual speed aspect. And then my kettlebell rows, which is going to help focus on speed, activating your fast twitch muscle fibers as well. After that, I will go for a run, depending on your 20, 30 minutes, sometimes up to an hour or more. Yes, I do that at times after leg training, even intense leg training, okay? But then when I get back, I will still do speed training, because at those longer runs, the steady state type cardio is going to actually activate more of your slow twitch muscle fibers. Therefore, being a martial artist, I need to make sure I'm activating my fast twitch muscle fibers. Now, those of you out there who are athletes who are doing more speed-based movements and things, okay, it is still going to be very crucial to do steady state type cardiovascular exercise, but to keep your fast twitch muscle fibers activated, do some speed training after. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm making something to eat, and I didn't want it to overcook or burn. So now that I mentioned all these very important aspects for key information, I would like to get into the challenges themselves. So now, I know I usually do like different levels and things, but since this is for mainly increasing jumping skills, I would like to give everyone a challenge. Now, the challenge is going to be based on your own personal conditioning level, goals, aspirations, things like that, right? Okay. So I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail as far as specific type exercises. I'm just going to give you some examples, but I'm going to encourage everyone to challenge themselves. So if you're mainly focusing on trying to increase your jumping skills and you're just a beginner, I would definitely recommend you're going to have to really push yourself. Now, if you're somebody who is intermediate or advanced, yes, you're going to have to really push yourself, but you probably already have an idea of good examples of exercises. In that aspect, I'd recommend doing individual speed training, as well as adding speed training to the end of your training sessions to maximize, your jumping skills. Okay, and a good example of that would be, okay, so let's say you've already done some speed moves, and then you're going to go out and you're going to go for, a little bit of a maybe 2 to 3 mile steady state cardiovascular type run. Then I would maximize when you get back. That's a good example. Another example would be, say you did some speed training in the morning, in the afternoon you're doing strength training, things like that. I would definitely do some more speed training afterwards. Now, you don't want to burn yourself out. You want to make sure you give yourself some rest time in between days and things like that. And that's a science all in itself, okay? But I recommend everyone, if you want to go back, or if you need to go back and look at the videos, see the different exercises that I've actually recommended and things like that. Jumping squats is one of the most crucial exercises. Any type of plyometric box jumps, the front back goes. And again, if you don't remember what that is, the front is push-ups, boom, back is your flare kicks, boom, and then the go is run in place. So use these different exercises I've explained. Like I said, if you need to go back throughout the week in the videos, use these different exercises that I've explained and mix it up a little bit. Push yourself, push yourself, push yourself, and stay consistent. Those are the most important things. So let's get out there, stay motivated, believe in yourself, believe you can do it, and believe that you deserve it. Let's get out there. Let's go. Smash, punch, kick that like button. Just don't break it. Let's get out there and do something. Let's go.